Are these like cows or horses?
These are cows.
Horses, right? Oh, is it cows?
What?
What's up, guys? Standard early morning here in Bagan after a good old night bus. Getting pretty used to this kind of stuff, but I got here at 4:30 in the morning, so roundabout on time. And the bus stop here is about 10 k's away from actual Bagan town. It looks like only a very small town. Yeah, it costs about $12, so I shared it with one other guy. So $6 each, so a little bit pricey on the taxi considering it's only 10 k's away. The girls were on another bus, so I think they should be here soon. They're staying at that other place, Stello Bello, and they were booked out for the next 2 nights or something like that. But fortunately, there's another place here just around the corner. What is this place? The Mingala Bagan, and they have space, so lucky. And looking on booking.com and Hostel World, there is not a lot of accommodation here, or they're very expensive. So a dorm room here is like $20, 20 US dollars I think, so that's pretty pricey for a dorm room. And yeah, the hotels here go anywhere from 50 to yeah and the hotel rooms here go anywhere from, you know, $50 to over $100, so lucky I wasn't stuck with having to do that. Morning. How was it?
It was okay.
Yeah.
Best of my life.
Yeah. They didn't have space here, so then I was able to find just around the corner. Luckily, yeah.
Oh,
They were all booked out here, and then I was looking at the hostel that there was nothing. Okay, this is the plan for today. We are at New Bagan, which is here. Old Bagan's a little bit up north. And how do you pronounce this one? Niao-u.
Nyau, yeah.
Niao-u. 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 Yeah.
We are here.
Yep.
So start street and then turn on right side. And then once finish that way, we can come back this way.
Oh, brand new.
Brand new.
Look at these, all shiny and everything. Woo. You got the aviators on as well, suits ya. I've got number 4.
He's also like a girl, you know, like a lady. He wanted me to discount.
It's not a lady thing. Alright, and we're off on these e-bikes. This is a pretty funny thing to be driving around. They are so quiet. I didn't even know they were on. It's battery powered, so at the end of the day you return it and then they just charge it up. And they're 5,000 to hire. So it's about 1,000 chats to $1 Australian, so $5. So 3 of us have hired these for the full day. And we're just gonna go around Old Bagan, New Bagan, and that other place up north. Top speed is like 40 kilometers an hour, and we average about 30. You don't really need to go fast in this place. It's all very close to each other, and you want to take your time through the sites. So yeah, 30 to 40 k's is a good speed. But Bagan is the world's largest collection of like temples and pagodas and stupas, which is like places of worship. They're just scattered everywhere around here. But it's a beautiful cloudless day here today. A little bit chilly in the morning, but it was hot as anything last night, so I think it's gonna heat up later on. And this is also the place where you get up for the sunrise, and then you could also do a hot air balloon trip. Hot air balloon trip a little bit up north, so everyone gets up really early in the morning and you just fly over all these temples, but it's a little bit exy. It's I think it's about 300 to $400, and that's US dollars, so I probably won't do that here.
That's here, like right back there, so we must be at
So we're right at this intersection. If we keep going straight, we'll pass through that thing, and then we come back and then we go through.
So up there and then back around. Cool.
Alright, first stop. Do you remember what the name of this place was?
This is called Bupaya.
Bupaya Temple, right off the edge of the water. This is like a big lake, isn't it? Alright, we're in Old Bagan and it's all relatively close to each other. I think New Bagan is only 5 kilometers from this place. Didn't take long to get here, and there's like little temples here everywhere. You know, there's, I don't know if you can see it, or is it? There's one in the distance somewhere there. There's the one that we just saw over here, and I think it looked pretty cool on the drone. So I think Myanmar do have strict drone rules, and they have kept some drones reading some articles, but that's from people that have flown over, you know, more popular sites, like the one back at Yangon. But here, I think it should be okay. It's not many people. I haven't seen any security guards, and it's all pretty open, not too busy. So I'm gonna give it a go. Ah, what have we stumbled across? What is this? This is interesting. Are these like cows or horses?
These are cows.
Horses, right? Oh, is it cows?
What?
No, I initially thought a cow, but then I don't know. They look big.
They're big cows. They're definitely cows.
Like they're tall cows. Cows are like short.
They are big cows. They're definitely cows.
Kaminga. So now we're in a little area called Kaminga, and it's got like scattered little, what would you call these, little stupas? It's those cool looking temples like what you saw with the drone footage. I love how that looks. Little isolated things all scattered across the land. We're 90% sure these things are cows. Only 90% sure. Here we go. Here's old mate. I think I don't want to get too close. Hey buddy. Looks like a pretty fancy cow. Humpback cow. What are those?
Tamarind?
Tamarind.
Yeah. We'll give it a try.
It's like oh yeah.
Good?
Is this the same? Same? This one? Same? Different?
No say.
Oh. It's trying like all kinds of random stuff. How much for one this one? Well, they don't know the English name for this thing, but it's something coated with coconut, and it's sweet and it tastes good, so. Something that I did forget to mention earlier today is when we arrived here this morning at 4:30, even, you know, before you get into town, you do have to buy this ticket, this Bagan archaeological ticket. 25 bucks. So you have to get it. It's mandatory. Even if you don't plan to visit any temples or you just want to pass through town, you have to get it sort of at the border. And it lasts for 3 days, so you got to make the most of visiting all these temples. This is actually the first one they've asked for it, so I think it's more random than anything, but you do need this. And unlike Angkor Wat, where I lost the 2-3 day ticket that cost me like 50 bucks, I am not losing this one. So what did you buy? You bought from that other lady?
The other lady that showed us.
The other one actually spoke to us. That one didn't say anything.
Yeah.
At least one of them talked to me.
It's all about sales. You gotta have the sales skill. You have to be at the right place at the right time. That lady beat her on both of us. She should get angry at her friend, not us.
Yeah, her friend is.
Yeah, hogging everything. So the ladies in there got a little bit cheeky I knew when they were showing us the temple, I'm like, there's got to be a catch to this. There is always a catch. They let you enjoy, they're all nice and everything, and as soon as you come out, check out my shop, buy something, please, something small. And they played the I'm poor student, and you can't really say anything to that. But I bought myself a magnet, so at least that's a Bagan magnet out of the way. Leo Restaurante. Oh, there's your tea leaf salad. Nasi goreng time. Haven't had this since Bali, like 3 years ago. And papaya shake, look how fancy that looks. Alright, we're heading back to the hostel now. Just cruising along this road at 40. Pretty relaxing ride. I feel like I'm about to fall asleep. We just had lunch and it's about that time where I can just have a nap right now. Sun's nice and warm, cool breeze. And I don't know, it's kind of a different terrain around here. Like the environment here kind of feels like I'm not in Asia. But it's been a pretty busy day, you know, busy morning going around on these bikes, visiting the temples. And we pretty much went from New Bagan, went up to Old Bagan where I flew the drone. Saw a couple of good temples and a few good sites there. And then had lunch at that whatever place. And then now we're just taking the inside road back to New Bagan. Bottom one? Bottom? Yep, I'll take this one. Yeah, not bad, pretty good. Better than what I expected. Nice aircon room. Nice looking beds, looks pretty comfortable. Now, time for a nap. I am absolutely wrecked. Early morning flight just yesterday morning, and then an overnight bus straight away, and then get on the bike straight away. Now I can finally relax. Time for a nap. So there are kind of sleeping buses in Myanmar. Not really, it looks more like massage beds. Yeah, one more. Same, but different.
Same.
Alright, it's sunset boat cruise time. And we are pretty much back to that first stop that we went to this morning. This temple here. You remember that big egg thing over there? The temple that was across the river. So this is where the port is, and this is where the boat's gonna take off from. It's been a cloudless sky all day, so it should be a pretty spectacular sunset. And we've also booked the bus out of this place tomorrow night to Inle Lake. So we've only got one night here and then we're on the move again. It's gonna be a full day tomorrow. We're gonna catch the sunrise nice and early and then try to get as much as we can into the day until we catch the bus at, I think 7:30 or something. And then off we go, another night bus to Inle Lake. Ayayawadi. Oh, there you go. Present from Ayayawadi. Rum and coke.
It's my between gin and tonic or beer.
I'll start off with a beer though. Demand gold.
I never had any.
Mandalay rum.
Gin.
Mandalay rum. Alright, rum.